Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jackson here, and today we're going to be trying to push top 100 in the world with XBOW 3.0. Let's go ahead and queue, and I'll cut and see you guys when we find a game. Okay, so here we are in the first game against Haynax Hayne. This guy plays a really weird deck. He's got like a giant skelly and a graveyard and fireball arrows with a hunter and barbs and a... what's the last card? It's the Goblin Hut. So I'm just going to go ahead and cycle my cards here. He's never going to play anything, so I'm just going to test the high and make him play a card. If he doesn't, then I'm just going to go Expo Knight when I get 10. So he plays a Hunter here. So I'm going to Expo whenever I have enough elixir for Knight, and I'm going to hover Knight to block his Giant Skelly when my Tesla shoots it. So when this Giant Skelly dies, its bomb won't hit the Expo unless he fireballs. So I'm going to log it to... Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. So the bomb is going to kill the Expo, but I do get a bit of damage. That fireball is really good by him. My Knight didn't kill his Giant Skelly in time, so the logging didn't push the bomb out of range. But it's still fine. We're in a pretty good position here. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing, test the high, just to get some cards out of him. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm not going to fireball this. I'm just going to Tesla it because he has a barbs and a bomber. So the Tesla will get some value. Let's see what he does here. I don't know if he has a play into this. Let's see. Okay, good thing I didn't Expo. He goes... That was a really weird play. I'm just going to fireball here and knock this off the board. Hopefully my Tesla stays alive and kills the next wave. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I'm just going to log the furnace here when the spirit spawns to just kill the spirit and then the next wave of the death spawn. Then I'm going to split archers here. He can't really graveyard me, even in single, just because I have an E-Spirit, and splitting archers will still clean up the graveyard. So I'm going to cycle Skellies into the Hunter, and then I'm going to get back to a Tesla and Tesla high again. He goes Giant Skelly, so I'm just going to play a Knight and pull it off to the left, and he goes Graveyard here, so I can just E-Spirit and then log to clean everything up. If he goes Arrows, I'm just going to play a log, but it doesn't look like he's going to Arrows, so that pretty good defense on my part. I'm going to Expo on the right here, opposite lane of the archers, and maybe I get some damage on the side. I'm going to try to block the bomber here. He goes barbs. Okay, maybe he's going to bomber on the right, so I'm going to play a Knight. He fireballs. Okay, that was a really bad bomber. I'm just going to E-Spirit here, and we should get a little bit of damage. Yeah, there we go, perfect. So I'm just going to set up another Tesla. This Tesla's really annoying for him. I've done it every time. He really can't kill it. It just gives me a ton of value. I'm going to Skellies here to block the Hunter. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm just going to Expo then. I tried to Skellies to protect my Tesla a little bit, but it didn't work out. I'm going to play a Knight to block the Giant Skelly. The Fire Spirit does end up dying, which is good. My E-Spirit chains on the Bomber, so I'm going to log it to kill it, and then I'm going to play Skellies up high. He fireballs, but my Tesla's underground, so I can just Expo again with this. Let's see, is he back to a Giant Skelly? No, he's going to barbs. Okay, he's going to Giant Skelly next. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to Knight high. Then I'm just going to log and then cycle Skellies, and then I'm going to be back to an Expo. I'm going to Expo on the left because he's got to commit more elixir on the right, I think. Okay. Yeah, he couldn't get... Yeah, he had no elixir. He couldn't get that down in time. So I'm going to catch his bomber with my Knight. He has no reset for my Expo, so I'm just guaranteed a lot of damage here. I'm just going to fireball the tomb or the furnace, sorry. He goes arrows. I'm going to Skellies up high and then Tesla again. See what he does. Oh, that's unfortunate. I meant to cycle those archers in the same lane because he's going to graveyard here and he has no arrows in cycle. So I'm going to have to E-Spirit here. Hopefully this E-Spirit chains. Oh, I didn't get any chains. Okay, that's not good. I took a lot of damage. That was a really unfortunate sequence. Like, his cycle's so bad. I'm going to Expo. I'm going to fireball the middle. I think he's going to play a Furnace. Oh, I hit the barbs. Oh my god. Oh, let's go. Okay, I'm going to block the Hunter with the Knight and I'm going to log, and that should give us the win. Yeah. So his cycle right there, he only had barbs or furnace in hand, so the fireball in the middle, I was guaranteed to hit something. So let's see where that puts us in the world. 176, not too shabby. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I was in call with Aragon, and whenever I was trying to screen record the games, I was streaming to Discord instead of to my photos. So it didn't actually record this live, even though I thought I was. So I'm just going to have to talk over this replay and the next one. But this is still a pretty good game because this matchup is hard. I know a lot of you struggle with playing against Golem Lightning. So he goes Night Witch here. I expo opposite lane because I know he can't get a golem down. I accidentally shove it, but it doesn't matter because he goes Barbaro Lightning anyway. So I just let the Barbaro Lightning do its thing, and then I'm going to E-Spirit to not take a bar pit, and then I'm going to play Skellies on the Night Witch to make sure I don't take damage. In this matchup, you just kind of have to go in and single when they play a 4 elixir card that isn't a Goblin Cage, because then they can't get a golem down in time to block the Expo. Like you saw I did it first. I split archers here, and then he split Skelly Drags. This version is actually better for me than like him having like a cannon card or a lumberjack, just because I can fireball the Skelly Drags off the board. I can't expo here because he goes with a Goblin Cage and he has a golem in cycle. So I'm just going to Knight in the back to it. And let's see, I can't remember what I did. He goes Night Witch here, so I just fireball log it, I think. Because I didn't want him to push with this. Bro, you're not going to believe what just happened. I logged the Night Witch. He thinks he's a cornball? What is this kid talking about? Does he golem here? Okay, he's leaking. He golems in the middle. I can't expo, so I'm just going to Tesla in the anti-lightning placement. I just beat some dude on ladder and he joined my clan and called me a menace. That's funny. I love beating people on ladder and then they come cry on my clan. I said, I'm sorry, bro. I had a good matchup. He said, shut the fuck up. You're a cornball. I guess Aragon's a cornball, guys. He's pretty corny if you ask me. Like, some of his jokes aren't that... Bro, can you not give me the silent treatment right now? I'm starting to feel like a real cornball. I'm not going to respond to him. He's trolling. I think he knows I'm screen recording this game or something. I go Expo here because he can't get his golem down in time, and yeah, I get an Expo lock. This is what won me the game. I go Fireball log on the Night Witch to kill it, and then I catch the Goblin Brawler but miss the Barb Barrel, but it's still okay because we get his tower down to 754, which is only 2 Fireballs and 2 logs. I'm going to wait on my Fireball so I can hit everything. His Golem pops, so then my tower locks on the Baby Dragon, so I just tank that. I'm going to play Skellies on the Golemites, and now I'm just going to set up for one more defense. I play Archer same lane because I know I might need to get back to a second set. I play my Tesla in the anti-lightning position, and I hover my Fireball for his Skelly Drags. I catch his Barb Barrel, and I'm just going to play Skellies on the Night Witch, play another set of Archers. And I think this Tesla might have been a mistake. I don't know if I necessarily needed that Tesla, but I'm up so much damage anyway that it's not going to hurt me at all. And now he cycles Night Witch in the back, and I have Fireball log in hand, so I just, chuck both the spells and cycle back. He's not going to get to my tower in time, so it's not a big deal. I just play a Tesla low because I don't want it to die, and I'm back to a Fireball and a log, and I seal that game. So I'm sorry I didn't get to commentate that game. I was too busy reading what Era was texting me, but I got an Expo lock because I knew he didn't have Elixir to defend and get the golem down. Okay, here's the next replay against the number 1. The same reason as the previous game is why this one's a replay. At least I know that that's a thing now, and it should never happen again because I'm aware of it. This guy is playing RG Giant or Skelly King. So this matchup, I think, is mine, assuming I play perfect defense. But obviously that's a bold assumption. So I waste my log, so he goes Skelly King, scar me at the bridge. So I just go E-Spirit and then a Knight, and I play Skellies over here on the skeletons, and I think I need to log again. I don't know if I necessarily needed to. Maybe that was a waste and I could have gotten away with it on the tower, but I was just playing it safe and I logged on defense there. So hopefully that damage doesn't come back to bite me. I'm just going to continue to play passive and just split archers. You never want to expo on offense in this matchup just because you're never going to get damage and you're just going to feed them elixir. So your goal is to just try to play good defense and take fireball value on zappies or like Ewiz or Fisherman's and try to come out on top at the end of overtime with a damage lead. So I'm going to play a Knight in front of my Tesla here to retarget the Fisherman and also tank for the zappies. And so I was thinking about going Expo here, and I was like, no, he has enough elixir. So I'm trying to get back to a set of archers here because this is really awkward for me, this trade at the river. So I go archers high here just to kill the Skelly King. And it does kill the Skelly King. And I don't have a cycle card, so I actually have to waste another log on defense here. So that's 2 logs I've already used on defense, which is quite unfortunate because that's 232 damage off the tower. So he's up in damage. I'm just going to cycle Skellies in the back after my Tesla. He can't RG the back right now because he has no Skelly King, because then I would Expo. Let's see, he goes Scarmy. I'm just going to E-Spirit everything. And I'm going to log the left. Always go opposite lane against RG, guys, because then you can get some spell damage against them. You don't want to feed them damage same lane. He goes log here, so I Tesla in the middle to kill his Skelly King. If he hits the ability here, I'm just going to need to E-Spirit his Skellies and then log again. Yeah, so there it is. I might need to get back to another Tesla here, so I'm going to log the RG to push it back. Maybe I shouldn't have Tesla'd and went on offense, but I just wanted to play it safe and not take an RG shot, so I went with the second Tesla. I'm going to defensive Expo here to kill the Fisherman, and I need to start catching up in damage. So I go eastward at the bridge. I'm going to Fireball the 1 Zappy to get some damage, and then I'm going to log, and then I need to play a Knight to kill the Skelly King, but I don't need to play any other cards because my Expo is cleaning everything up. So I'm just going to play Skellies on the Zappies on the right. He goes log. That's good for me because that's not the lane he wants to go for. He plays Zappies on my E-Spirit, which is a good trade for me. So I'm just going to defensive Expo again and just make him having to keep waste his time. I go Knight on his RG here. Let's see. And then I'm going to log, of course. And then I'm going to Skellies up high to snipe the Skeleton King because he can't kill them without a Fireball. So I get a Fireball out of him there, which is better for me because that damage is not going onto my tower. He goes with the ability and a Fisherman, so I'm going to have to Skellies E-Spirit here and a Knight because I want to keep my Tesla alive and as healthy as possible. And then I'm going to go with the defensive Expo again. The difference between this placement and the other placement is just that his RG at the bridge in the left lane has to walk a little bit further, but it shouldn't change too much. I was thinking about fireballing the tower there, and I decided not to, so I ended up leaking a little bit. I don't think I could have gotten away with it. He goes with Skarmy at the bridge, so I'm just going to E-Spirit. He gets a nice fireball there, but I'm going to be back to another Tesla, so it shouldn't matter too much. He goes with the ability, so I set up a Tesla, and I'm going to have to log on defense, and then another E-Spirit. This Skellies killed my archers, which was unfortunate. I go with another pair of archers. I should have played them higher because he's going to fireball them in my tower. So that was a mistake on my part. But I get another Tesla down, and now I have to fireball his tower since I gave him one on mine to keep my damage lead. I'm only up by, what is that, 200 and I don't even know how much damage that is. He goes Skarmy at the bridge, so I'm just going to log it. I'm going to need a fireball on defense here to hit all the Zappies, so that's why he played them all in the same lane. I set up another Tesla, I play a Knight, and I'm going to play archers and then log on defense again. That's what's really annoying in this matchup is you have to keep logging on defense because of the Skeleton King's graveyard. And so he's just catching up in damage. I go with another Tesla, I play a Knight, and I'm going to play archers really high so he can't fireball them in my tower. I'm going to log on defense, and now I'm going to fireball his tower. His RG was so close to getting a shot. If it got a shot, then I would have ended up losing this game, but it didn't. So I barely won the game, and I ended up BMing this guy because I thought it was really funny because I honestly kind of got pretty lucky at the end and didn't take an RG shot. So I think that gave us a fair amount of trophies, and it actually put us number 100 in the world at the time, but I'm recording the replays, how long ago? I think 2.5 hours later, so we're 104, but that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed.